Hi everyone, and welcome to another Web Talk episode here at Elemendar. My name's Renee, and I'm your host for these Web Talks. And today I am joined with the lovely Ananya, who is a software engineer here at Elemendar, and also on an internship within the company. So today I thought I would sit down and catch up with Ananya on the role that she plays within Elemendar and also in relation to the products that we have here. So welcome, Ananya. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Enjoying the weather so far. We haven't had too much rain this week, so it's been okay. But yeah, so I thought I'd first start off with basically you being able to explain to us what it is you do as a software engineer, and also, I guess, your day-to-day responsibilities in that role that you do.
Sure. So I started off in July 2020 during the pandemic, and my initial role was basically working on the trial side, sort of improving it, adding new features just to sort of boost up sales. Once I got done with that, I was actually here when our new product, Analyst in the Loop, really started. And my day-to-day has just been, working along with my managers, if you would call that. I initially worked with the CTO Syra very closely, and now I work with Evans. It's pretty, I think, straightforward in terms of how Elemendar gets the work done. We sort of, have a very centralized task board, and where everyone can put in the tasks, and then they're assigned to us in the sort of, discretion of Syra and Evans, who know that, who's best qualified to do what. And there's immense support. So, it's just about getting tasks, submitting them, and just reiterating. And I think that's one of the great things that a lot of us, have a lot of people review the work that goes in before it's actually merged into the main branches. That way we know that the work is of good quality before it actually sort of, made permanent, to say that. I hope that answers your question.
No, it definitely does. And a question, I guess, leading on from that, which maybe those watching and listening might not know. You obviously came on with an internship type role. How did that, I guess, perhaps affect your role, if at all? Did you still feel like you were part of the team with your responsibilities and things that you had to do? Or was it slightly different because it was an internship type position? How would you describe that?
I feel that, Elemendar never treated me as temporary, although they knew I was sort of going to go back to school at some point. When I joined, it was a team of we were just 5 people, including me, I think, 5 or 6.
Wow.
So, a small team as compared to what we are right now. But it never felt like an internship. I was always, part of the decisions that needed to be taken regarding my work, and I was treated like any other employee, given the same amount of responsibility, the same amount of respect, and I feel that really helped transform my experience because a lot of interns are not treated well, and that sort of gives them a weird image of what the workforce might look like for them. But I think I had all my expectations met, and that was really great.
That's good to hear, to be honest, especially for those who may be interested in joining the team as well. Definitely good to hear. So let's move on a bit more to Read and Analyst in the Loop. So those of you who are now watching this, you've probably seen that we have launched Read with the Analyst in the Loop part to the whole process. How would you say this has become like a game changer for our product, having the Analyst in the Loop part to it?
Yeah, I feel that this is really, we're now actually able to show the people things we've worked on, because earlier our work was, mainly understood by people because it's a niche, right? It was understood by people who actually knew what was happening in the field. But Analyst in the Loop is a great way of letting others see, how everything works, how Elemendar has collected all that data, all that expertise, and sort of, this application that can make the life of cyber threat analysts so much easier. Within about 10-15 seconds, maximum about 30 to 40 seconds, when you put a document, you have an analyzed version. And now, instead of going and jotting down every single detail, every single attack pattern, malware, threat actor, and so on, you sort of just have to proofread it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel, a really good game changer. And we're now able to show everyone the hard work we've done over the years.
Definitely. And I'm sure, just as we are at Elemendar, we're excited. I'm sure those who maybe have been waiting on the product or who are now interested in it will be excited as well. What would you say was the best part about the creation of Read itself? I know it's probably going to be an ongoing process. When you create a product, there's always improvement and always changes. But what was the either most interesting part or the most exciting part when everything was coming together for you, would you say?
Yeah, I think it was working on the front end because, we knew that we had the chance to make it a beautiful experience for the user. Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing. The users don't want to be bogged down by the small details and small things that they can't figure out, because that does not allow them to focus on the bigger task at hand. So I feel making that task very seamless for them. We have a lot of information, lots of pop-ups that tell you what is exactly happening. So we sort of guide the user through the entire process. And I think stepping into the user's shoes and actually thinking, what we need to do, that was really interesting, because we were so familiar with the product that, it was difficult to imagine ourselves in that position. But I think even though it, it was an initial struggle probably, but that means that our users are going to be much happier now. And I think that is what the end goal was.
Definitely. And they definitely will be happy, especially, obviously, we've seen what it's like to use it from a bit before it was launched. And it is definitely something which will be very useful to analysts. So, I mean, sadly, as we're coming to the end, not only of the Web Talk, but your internship, what would you say is next for yourself, Ananya, in the world of software and, I guess, cybersecurity or artificial intelligence?
Yeah, so I had just completed my second year of university when I came to Elemendar. I'm now going to go back, complete the rest of my 2 years. I'm studying CS. So I'm excited. I'm specializing in artificial intelligence. So I think once I have that done, I'm looking for, internship opportunities near my university for next year. And then I think I would probably want to be working on products to, help others.
Yeah.
Basically sort of, CS for the good of others. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Excited to get back to college because it's been a crazy ride of a year.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just hoping it ends.
Yes. Don't we all hope that at this point? Yeah. Definitely. Thank you so much, Ananya. You have been a great help to Elemendar. Obviously, I didn't get to meet you personally with COVID and everything going on, but I know that you've definitely been a trailblazer in how Elemendar has come together with the product that they have. So you'll definitely be missed. And hopefully those who are watching and those listening, you've gained another insight into not just Elemendar as a company, but also a bit more about the job roles and what we do here. And specifically, in this case, definitely software engineering. So thank you. And it has been my pleasure to speak with you, Ananya.
Thank you so much.